Hey there, this is going to be the second part. I'm going to summarize and then we're going to use tarot. I'm just going to ask our angel saints, ancestors, and spirit guides to come into our space for divine messages and guidance for our highest and greatest good. And so it is, and so it will be. All right, so bottom of the deck energy is divine justice playing out. Universal law. All right, I feel like someone is realizing that there are laws above man. And they may be dealing with some sort of downfall, destruction, with some sort of false feminine, or this is, I don't know, it's a hot mess is what it is, okay? I have someone over here doing black magic, spell work, sending negative energy. There's health issues here and there's spiritual sickness, okay? So I feel like someone's energy is being returned back. Or this is karma playing out here. I feel like there's a karmic family and friends involved in social media stalking and trolling somebody. So this would be like gang stalking. And what they're doing is they're slandering and spreading lies, and they're being hater energy. Right, and then I have that someone wants to communicate through music because there's some sort of happiness and joy and emotional fulfillment here that maybe they're remembering that they had with you, or this is your vibe. And that might be why this doesn't resonate with you and why it resonates with them instead. There is someone going through an ego death, and it very well could be a water sign. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I do have some good news for you if you are resonating with this so far and you've watched part 1. This was all so that, one, there was karmic lessons that need to be learned, but also releasing karmic debt. All right, I feel like there are things that you needed to heal from in order to align with this new energy coming in. It's a soulmate or a kindred spirit. You had a pattern going on where you might have attracted unavailable people, right? Emotionally, spiritually, right? And I feel like these wounds are some things that you healed, okay? And I feel like this energy has some healing to do, but I feel like they switched teams or they ran in another direction to avoid healing. And I feel like they've attracted those like them. So they may be mirroring, things are being mirrored back to this person, and it's starting to reflect who they are. So the people that, the company that they keep is a reflection of them. And I'm also getting like maybe those who are around this person, this karmic family, friend group, whatever, they're starting to see like, wow, if I associate with somebody like this, that means maybe I'm more like them than I'd like to admit. So I feel like there's a lot of mirroring going on. For some of you, you could be attracting a new home. Okay, so I feel like that might be with the balance being restored here. So on the other side of things, there's a gold digger energy, karmic lesson playing out here, and contract. I feel like somebody did not read the fine print and is now realizing that, you know, there's a contract here that needs to be fulfilled, whether they like it or not, whether they want to admit that or not. Knowing that you are worthy and you're here for something grander, you made the choice to go on the ascension path, you're in your purpose, and you're focused on your I am statements. Okay, so this is you using the tools that you have at your disposal to use whatever energy you're experiencing into something in divine alignment. I feel like somebody does want to reconcile, but you're divinely protected by Archangel Michael. Okay, so if they're wondering like, how is this not affecting them? Here's your answer. So they're like not fighting you. They're dealing with like Archangel Michael, okay, and others. So, you know, they can continue down this path that is their free will choice. Okay, universal law is playing out. All right, so we're gonna do a little tarot here, but we're gonna keep the background of the messages today here. All right, so 333 on my timer. All right, we already got this going here. All right, 9 of Cups, You're unfazed and unbothered by what could be sent your way or what's been sent your way. I feel like you've used this to some sort of advantage. Let's see. Pardon. 9 of Pentacles. This upright 9 of Pentacles is coming out. Yeah, what I'm getting is that like there's this focusing on what you want to create for yourself. It's kind of like you had a dream, okay, and this is you bringing it to fruition. And what you've built is stable, secure, and you did it on your own. And I feel like you have a lot to celebrate and enjoy in life, regardless of what other people want for you. Like, you give 0 shits, okay? You're able to like repurpose it. Yes, if you want to learn how to do that, you can book a reading with me. I'll teach you. Ace of Cups. Peace, harmony, love, dreaming, wishing, right? From a place of love, like here to hold a strong, loving vibration. And that's the energy that you create from, right? So, you know, protecting your peace and protecting your wholeness is a priority for you. And, you know, if anyone wants to interrupt that, right, then, you know, you're okay with doing things on your own, right? I feel like you've built something that you're very proud of. You're very divinely connected. So you could be very like empathic, psychic, intuitive, like sensory, even to the point of like just in tune with the universe, all right? You may get a lot of visions. You may be clairvoyant. You may receive divine messages, like birds would be very significant. You would see a lot of birds, a lot of trees. You would be spending a lot of time outside. So you're very much connected to that vibration. And that is the vibration that you've worked hard to achieve. It's an achievement. And there could be something new that is coming your way, or you may be called. Okay, so let's see. I feel like there's this like new chapter playing out. There's something that you love doing, or there's some sort of opportunity that might come your way. Look at King of Swords over the water sign and the ego death. So I feel like this is being overseen by Archangel Michael, okay? Or someone's spiritual team, or there's some sort of protection while someone goes through this process, okay? So this could also be like authority figure, the law as well. There is somebody missing your energy, but not willing to admit it. I feel like somebody keeps their feelings to themselves. They don't like being emotionally vulnerable, so they kind of like hold it all in. Something is like they very much could be in their feelings. They could be feeling a bit left out. Look at Page of Cups. There could be a little offer coming in for you. It may not seem like a lot at the time, but I feel like I'm looking at the jar and the fish, and it's reminding me of like, you know, maybe you've had a dream about doing something or experiencing something, and maybe like you need a step towards that. Like it's kind of like something that will lead to something else. I feel like that's this Page of Cups, and I feel like it has something to do with this, your soulmate energy. So there could be a little message of like, hey, a little offering of some kind. Like how sweet and innocent is this? It's like, look, I caught you this fish. I know we can't keep him in the jar, but we could put him in a tank and he'd be happy. Like there's this like nice gesture, right? I think it is very promising, whatever it is. I feel like this is maybe a desired outcome of theirs. And so like, it's got to start from somewhere, right? And so this is like opening the door, allowing, being receptive, and being open to new possibilities. Okay. So interesting. Water might be significant. So this, I feel like this energy could be a bit, let's see, Death card. Let's see, is this not upright? Okay. So I feel like I feel like there could be an ending to something that leads to something new. We have the new home and then we have death. So I feel like there's been this transformation that's happened. Okay. Or this is going to be like maybe even like a transition. Maybe when this comes in, there will be a change. And as a result of this change, it could result in a new experience, a new home potentially. So for some of you, you know, you've been calling this in. I feel like you have a choice in the matter. Look at Queen of Pentacles. Someone is in their boss energy, very grounded, stable, secure, you know, has access to a lot of resources. Okay, who's this Queen of Pentacles? Is this putting somebody in the Queen of Pentacles energy? Yes. Okay. All right. Seven of Wands. What you're here to do is very grounded, stable, and secure, okay? And you have the support that you need when you need it, right? There are challenges ahead, and there is a need to know that you can overcome these challenges. Like, don't let them stop you. Like, if anything, what these challenges will and have done is make you. So it's like knowing how to proceed regardless. Like not giving up just because things can be difficult, and you know, you might have to just defend yourself to some degree, but know what you're here to defend is worth it. So this very much could be like standing up for what you believe in, standing up for a cause, standing up for what you do and how you do it and why you're doing it. I feel like that's what this energy is. And I feel like you're stable in your own right. So I feel like there could be contracts coming your way, okay? There's something coming your way that, yeah, it seems like there might be a lot of things to take care of, but I feel like you have divine support. Look at Empress. So it's kind of like also understanding like some principles here, like your mind creates. Look at Nine of Swords. Your mind creates your reality. I'm also getting like, you know, any kind of insecurity, anxiety, fear, they want you to surrender it to the divine, okay? And I'm also getting like someone could be in fear because now they may realize, right, that they're in a worse situation than maybe they thought they were in. But there's also this calling for you to like not let fear take over. Like whatever this is, yeah, you need to have courage, confidence, strength. And I feel like you do. Like everything you've experienced, you have overcome and persevered. And so you have that strength. Like you can handle it. You know what I mean? I feel like if anything, you're not looking to prove anything to anyone else. I think it's more about yourself and proving to yourself that whatever you signed up here to do, you're doing it. You are doing it. You're committed. You're devoted. You're doing it. All right? Yeah. And whoever doesn't want to go along on that path, then that's their free will choice. Like you step aside and you keep it moving. Temperance. There's patience needed here. And there's also like being able to understand, like, if you pour something really fast, it could overflow and then you're wasting something, or you're now having to clean something up. Like, this is like an example of the law of rhythm. Okay, so it's kind of like how things are affected based on the cause. And so this would be, watch out, you might overspill. So understanding like things having an impact on other things based on the actions taken or the thoughts. So there may need to be a bit of like managing emotions and not letting our thoughts get ahead of us. It's like, you know, mind over matter energy. And then the same thing with balancing emotions. So there's a need for like harmony, peace. Like you might like be an energy healer too. When I see the Temperance card, I always think of like someone who can like reset energy, right? Turn one thing into something else, like lead into gold, or, you know, pain and suffering into relief, and, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, look at, because you're the Empress. You're on point, all right? And so I feel like you're proud and happy with what you've created or what you are in the process of creating. It's about you focusing on you, and this was all for your own growth and development. And I feel like you can really look at your past experiences, you know, taking the good with the bad, also Temperance, and making the best out of the situation. Okay? You're making the best out of the situation. And it was a shitty, abusive, neglectful, painful, emotional experience. One that most people don't get over. I feel like you really did the work. And it shows. And it shows, and it shows, and it shows. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. Brand new opportunities, passionate new beginning, doing what you love, loving what you do, creating from a place of peace, love, and happiness. And that's what you deserve, okay? That's what you came here to do, and that's what you're going to be doing if you're not already doing it. So I feel like there's a new creative project or thing that you are birthing. I feel like, again, like, not everything's being disclosed at this time. You're like being made aware of what you need to be aware of in the moment. So trust the messages that you do receive, like the little hints. Like you might be getting like clarity on people who you suspected doing things or something going on, you know, that now is like an epiphany. This is like some like download, epiphany type energy too. Something to create. Or they're asking for you to kind of like use the energy to create from. So maybe you do this as part of your purpose. You could be an energy that like transmutes into creative projects or outputs of some kind. So you could be like an artist, a musician, someone who's very vibrant, someone who shines really bright. So this is the energy that you're meant to ground. King of Cups. All right, we're going to finish this round, and then I have some details about maybe the different signs, personas. Like this person says they're ambitious, razor sharp focus, they're self-taught, socially mobile. Your key point of evolution is to integrate emotional intelligence into your actions instead of solely focusing on tactical moves to climb the social or career ladder. All right, so for that's for somebody. If you want to take a screenshot of that, I don't know. But yeah, we're going to get into the persona deck. I feel like this Four of Pentacles, though, it's kind of like Time to let it go. Yeah, it's like some passionate new beginnings coming in, and you could be, you know, letting things go in whatever phase that is. That could just be like decluttering. It could be like leaving the pain behind, or someone is holding on to your energy, even though there's some sort of massive ending here playing out. All right, Two of Wands. I feel like someone's doing some sort of introspection, having to look at things and how they played out and how they held on to things that maybe contributed to some decisions being made that have affected their physical reality. And there's a need to change direction. There's this blessing in disguise here too. Just yeah. Okay, you're looking for, okay. Yeah, I feel like there's like this energy has a map, right? And those poles, you know, and a tent. So there could be someone trying to plot a new direction here. I feel like whatever did not work out in their favor. I feel like it's a blessing in disguise so that something could be released once and for all. All right, there could be, let's see what the last row is. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Yeah, someone doesn't want a cycle to close. They're holding on to the past with bitterness and resentment, and that is keeping them stuck. All right, they could be tied to a Queen of Cups too. We did have water sign energy here, right? Water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have a Queen of Pentacles here and an Empress. Oh, and then we have an Eight of Cups. Someone could be wanting to leave a Queen of Cups. Is this you? Maybe this is you. Maybe you're the one leaving. But I feel like someone may have not realized that the karmic contract is not complete, and therefore they have to complete this before they can move on. Or maybe there's some sort of choice here playing out for somebody. We will find out. I'm getting like moving on energy too, like someone's blocked from affecting your new direction in life. Okay, your new mission. This is like a soul calling. So I'm getting that. I feel like there's unfinished business when it comes to maybe the cycle that this karmic couple's involved in. I'm getting like this is the false feminine showing up as the Queen of Cups. So there's that. Where did this go? Okay. What's his last card? Page of Wands. Yep, I feel like someone is going to have to watch from afar. Yeah. There's news coming out. I feel like also someone's afraid of certain things coming out about them. I feel like there's fear about the truth coming out. But I feel like this page energy, maybe it's concern about, like, someone might get a message of concern about someone doing something like behind the scenes that may be a bit shady, or question their character, or I don't know, there's something weird about this. What is that? Whatever it is, you're protected from it. Whatever information or proof this is, or action that was taken that they're afraid you're going to find out about, you are divinely protected from, because there's no reconciliation for this disgrace. So whatever that is, it's going to come out, and everyone's going to know and figure out that, you know, someone is really you know, someone's really going to have to, you know, I don't know that there's any real explanation for this. For some reason, I'm getting like whatever was done was like low down. Someone could be down low or low down. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's not for you anymore, that's for sure. I feel like it's for them. I feel like this is their energy, Four of Cups. Yep, they may feel left out of a group or a situation or not invited to do things anymore. I feel like somebody is emotionally withdrawn and like, sorry, I don't mean to hide myself. Yeah, I feel like somebody's in their emotions, but it's like withdrawn type of energy. I feel like this energy maybe at one point was celebrating the win and doesn't feel like they've won very much. Maybe they spent all their money and investments and energy in the wrong thing. And they're learning all of this now. And it's causing them mental anguish as a result of it. Yep. And I feel like there is somebody who certainly has had their hands in it as well. So they're experiencing some fall from grace. However, you're strong. You've overcome. You're moving on and you're on track. All right. So we're going to get some like zodiac signs, personality type stuff, persona in the next part. So come back and I'll see you on the next part.